Hello, everybody, and welcome back to that Eurovision site, Eurovision with a Slice of Life. I'm Shiloh, and today I will be reacting to the 9 competing entries in Melodi Grand Prix 2025. So I'm going into MGP this year with a little more knowledge of the competing acts and artists than I otherwise would have, and this is because I actually have conducted some interviews for the site already. So if those are not out yet, please keep an eye out on our YouTube channel for my interviews with Wig Wam and with LLL. So I know a little bit about their songs, I know a little bit about some of the other competing songs that they discussed with me, so I'm going into this with a little bit of previous knowledge. So the first song I will be listening to is Parasite by LLL. So LLL I have interviewed, again, keep an eye out on our YouTube channel for that. They are a girl band who are all about girl power and like girl bossing, and their song is, of course, about like female empowerment. They've also said it's about like the devil on your shoulder that tells you bad things about yourself and things like that. I also know this to be one of the frontrunners because Wig Wam mentioned it as one of their favorites. So I am hoping that this will be pretty good. Yeah, this sounds Nordic. This is just girl band Kaino. That sort of da 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 da, that's cool. Really loud backing vocals there. It's quite loud, isn't it? I like the instrumental here. Like, there are some moments where the vocals are so processed I can't even make out the words. Oh, that weird chord there. Now this would be a really intriguing, like, verse. I'm not sure it works as a bridge. Parasital? Is that the word they're saying? That chord is so strange. My biggest impression of this song is just that it is so processed. Like, it's hard to hear the vocals because there's so many effects on them. It's hard to make out the words. The instrumental and the backing vocals are so loud. I really don't have any kind of impression as to how this will do on stage. I mean, from talking to the girls, I know it's going to be very polished. They're going to have a little bit of choreography, but as for the way it is going to sound live, I don't know. I don't know if this mixing was intentional or if it's just inexpert, but it's overwhelming and honestly a little bit much. I think that the instrumental and the effects should be dialed back and the vocals should be brought forward, especially if this is, a message-focused song, right? So, I don't know. It was alright, though. I get why people like it. Okay, so up next is a song that I don't really know anything about. This is Vagabond by Sondrey. This is already a much calmer, less manic soundscape. I like this build-up, this pre-chorus, it's good. Not quite enough going on in this chorus. Very radio-friendly, I'll give it that. This is a song that's relying on the vocals to sort of move it forward, especially in the verses, so that gives me hope about how well he's going to sound live. So if you're listening to this with headphones, you might notice the sound moving back and forth between the audio channels. Oh, that was nice. Harmony. So, significantly smoother production job here, which I really appreciate. I am, however, less into it as a Eurovision song. This is very radio-friendly, but I don't know. I mean, the staging would have to be really good to give it that extra oomph. Does that make sense? It's a nice, kind of laid back thing, but it's not. I don't know if it's really showy enough. I don't know if it's gonna get people excited. Right? I don't know if this is gonna get people excited enough to really do well. Okay, so up next is the song Hot as Hell in Paradise, which is a great title. I really would like this to be good, by Ladybug. Oh, hello. Hello. Cinematic vocals. Okay. She sounds like she's gonna have good stage presence. I don't know how to explain that. Mixing metaphors with the religious references there, but it's alright. I think this is a song that will stage well. I think that there could be a good staging package with this. I don't know why that deep Come With Me is like sexy, but it kind of is. Like, that's the point, but I don't understand why it's working on me. This is the thing about allowing pre-recorded backing vocals at Eurovision now, is that you can get these big anthemic, chorusy, cinematic backing vocals like you have here. And that's something that really appeals to me. I like this, like, chaotic, industrial emptiness. Okay, favorite so far, for sure. This is like, okay. This is like, it's fun enough and pushy enough and powerful enough that you can get people singing and dancing along with it in an arena. It is also, you know, decently radio friendly, and it's just, it's not so overproduced or so, you know, underproduced or so mellow that a staging package would need to be like truly phenomenal in order for it to get through. I think that this is a song that could get by with like, with a lot of different things. I think there are a lot of different options that they could go with here in terms of, you know, like, oh, like, how do we want to stage this? There are different things that could be good, and I can picture something in my head, but what's in my head doesn't necessarily need to be what they go with, which is nice, because I think that the song is pretty decent. It's pretty appealing on a number of different metrics. Again, some mixed metaphors with the religion stuff. Like, there's an Adam and Eve thing, and then there's a crucifying thing, and there's a Mary Magdalene thing, and it's like, all right, you gonna pick one? But there have been worse offenders with that kind of thing, so whatever. It's just good. Like, it's just nice. It's nice. I like it. I think that if Norway sent this, I would not be mad about it. Okay, up next we have Last Song by Tone Damli. We got some new disco going on here. Ooh. This is what I like. Oh, not the Tesla. No. I don't know if this would be a good Eurovision song, but I like it just for what it is. This just like, new disco is just so fun for me. I just like it. I know the words already. Isn't this great? Ooh. Last song, when they play the last song. Drink on the destiny. Oh, say you'll come with me. When they play the last song. When they play the last song. I love that. I am a fan of new disco as a genre, just sort of generally, and this is just good. I don't know how well it's going to be staged at Eurovision, because this kind of music I feel like sometimes doesn't do so well in terms of like live performances, but like, it's just fun. I have no idea how much of the reaction the editor is going to use or cut, because so much of it was just me bopping and like dancing. I was genuinely having a good time. I don't think I've done that for that much of a song in the entire time I've been doing reaction videos this year, and I have filmed a lot of reaction videos this year. So I feel like that says a lot about how much I enjoyed this. And like, by the time the last chorus came around, like, I knew the words. I knew the chorus. And that's great. It's a song that you can easily pick up on, you can easily get into, you can start liking it. It sticks in your head. And that's awesome. That was so good. Alright, up next we have Lighter by Kyle Alessandro. So he's been listed as somebody that the other artists have liked. LLL said that they enjoyed his song. He also is going to be performing at Nordic Eurovision Party, regardless of what happens at Melodi Grand Prix, I think. So we will see versions of this live a couple times. I am definitely very curious to see this. I believe he might also be a returner to Melodi Grand Prix as well, but I'm not solid on that. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, let's listen to it. Okay, now we got a beat coming in. If he could sing this well, this could go well. not where I thought the song was gonna go. Maybe I should have expected that, but I didn't. I'm really, really curious to hear what his live vocals sound like. I really suspect I might like them. Thinking about the lyrics, this is really a song you expect to hear like a woman singer singing, but he's making it work, oddly. Okay, that was cool. Those like little sound effects. So he's gonna dance. There's gonna be a dance break, right? Ooh, that was nice. In Another Life, this is like a girl power song, and it's good, right? And like this is also good. It's just like the whole thought that I'm having sitting here listening to that, like, oh, this is like some woman from Greece would sing this. You know, like he worked on this song himself, and there he has like a personal connection to it. If you go and watch the lyric video on YouTube, he sort of goes into it a little bit. Like it does sort of connect back to his life a little bit in some ways, but it's like it's really not bad. I think this, if this can be done well live, like if he can sing good and dance good live, this will be a good song and a solid Eurovision entry. It's not a particular standout for me composition wise, but I think that there's potential here for the performance to be really good and for it to all be tied together in like a good package. I think the package as a whole has a lot of potential, even if the composition is like whatever, right? So up next is The Game by Nataleen. So LLL said they liked this. This is also one being thrown around as a favorite in fan circles. What I have heard is that it is basically just Queen of Kings again, and that maybe the artist and songwriters haven't been putting in a lot of work to differentiate this song from Queen of Kings. So there were parts of Queen of Kings that I liked. So maybe I will like this one. And I've heard that she is a strong singer, so her live vocals will be good, so we'll see. This is a song from the Hunger Games soundtrack. Got it. Yeah, no, I kind of like this actually. Okay. I hear the comparison to Queen of Kings, but I don't think it's as egregious. Her deep voice is really going to be what sets this apart, I think. The way the drum beat builds up in this pre-chorus is something I really like. This song would be better if it kept to her low range. I worry that these high notes in the chorus are going to get pushy. The chord progression here is good. Okay, maybe they won't be pushy high notes. I don't know. I don't hate it. I think that there are concerns that I have about the live vocals. I think that the high notes in the chorus, like specifically in the chorus, not in the bridge when she's like really going high, I don't know if those are going to sound good. I don't have utmost confidence that those are going to sound good, just because it gets a little bit high for her low range, and she's sticking in her low range for so much of the song, and it sounds really good, and it's what sets the song apart and gives it a little bit of personality. But then like she gets up there and she's just like, she's not really letting it loose. Like there's a little bit of holding back that's going on there, and it just sounds weird. But there, like, I think that the compositional elements, you know, there are good things. It feels very cinematic. That is a thing that I like in a song often. I don't think that this is the most egregious Queen of Kings copy. I see why people say that, but I, like, hand to God, this annoys me less than Queen of Kings ever did. So I like it better, and I think this is not, it's not just the same song again. All right. So up next we have Sulale by Nora Jabri. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So this artist has done some songwriting as well. So she is also credited on Parasite. So the fact that she's also written her own song for herself to sing, I don't really know what to make of that, actually. So let's take a listen. Ooh. Nice slow start. This kind of like music box chord thing going on at the intro. This is cute. Oh, this is, okay, I kind of like it. I think that a lot of people might say, oh, this sounds really empty, but I like it for its emptiness. It makes it unique. It's clever composition because it really puts all the attention on the vocals. Okay. And there will probably be a dance break here. This instrumental is so interesting. Like, it's so unique. Now, I don't know where Nora Jabri is from originally or where her family is from originally. Clearly it's somewhere that's like not just Norway, but she's intent on taking me here with this song, which is cool. Yeah, in terms of composition, like to the extent to which Eurovision is a song contest and not a performance contest, this is the most clever thing in Melodi Grand Prix this year, and I think probably up there in terms of one of the most clever national final entries, full stop. The fact that the instrumental is so empty as a stylistic choice, it really puts all of the focus on Nora as the singer. And if she can sing a really good live, which considering how much the song is relying on her voice, I really hope she can. If she can sing this really good live, it's gonna be really good. You know, get a little bit of dancing in there, some nice, like kind of probably darker staging, like dark blues, blacks, reds. You know, um, this could be really good. This could be really good. I'm a fan. I think it's very smart. I think it's very intelligent, and whether or not people are going to see that and appreciate that, I don't know. I hope they do. But sometimes people don't go for that. And if they don't, I'll get it, but I will also be disappointed because this was cool. It's clever. All right, and now we come to Human Fire by Wig Wam. So Wig Wam represented Norway in 2005 with the song In My Dreams. They have recently seen sort of a career renaissance because some of their songs have gotten used on, I think, an HBO series. And yeah, I interviewed them for the site. Again, take a look at our YouTube channel for that. They're really nice guys. They've been in the music industry for a long time. They are like glam rockers. I don't know how similar this song is going to sound to In My Dreams. And honestly, I don't know how well that sound is going to hold up against other more modern styles of music in the year 2025. But I am definitely very curious about this one. I hope I like it. That transition was sort of funny. This is less glam and more rock than I was expecting. I don't dislike it. Yeah, the transitions are sort of abrupt. This is a song about coming out, if I remember the interview correctly and if I'm interpreting these lyrics correctly. And it's not often that you get rock songs about coming out. Okay. Instrumental solo showing off the rest of the band. Got it. Got some triplets. So I did enjoy that, and I do feel as though it lived up to my expectations for the most part, in terms of just like I was looking forward to it and all that. It was good. The transitions were a little bit strange. The thing I was gonna say right at the top of the video, I got sort of startled by one of those early transitions and sort of stopped to comment on that. But if anybody watching this has read World Ain't Ready, this is the song. This is a kind of song that would be like on a mixtape or like a fan playlist for World Ain't Ready. Not only because of the subject matter, but also like again, it's a rock song, and you hear a lot of coming out songs, and you hear a lot of just sort of gay experience songs more generally at Eurovision. You don't often hear them like this. And maybe that's not like the sole message of what this song is going for, but that is what I'm hearing sort of overwhelmingly. Just, like having done the interview and having watched the performance from 2005 and all this stuff. So it's it's good and I like it, and I think that even if this song doesn't go to Eurovision, I would like to see it used someplace else. I would like to see this also in the soundtrack of something. I would like to see this also, get some of its own love outside of the Eurovision sphere. And Yeah, yeah. I think that this is a song that can stand on its own outside of Melody Grand Prix. And finally, I come to Joyful by Bobbysocks. So Bobbysocks, previous Eurovision winners from Norway in the 80s, I want to say 1985, which would make this their 40th anniversary. So this, I would like it to be good. I would like it to be good. I think the Lalda Swinga is cute and I enjoy it. I enjoy a little bit of Lalda Swinga when it comes on the like YouTube compilations and stuff. So I would like to like this. Sort of ethereal vocal editing. Okay, and there's the sound I was looking for. I was like, please don't tell me this is gonna be a slow song. This song's like. This song is like a song that would have gone to Eurovision in the 80s. It's giving ABBA, kind of. I think that this being in Norwegian would have added to the package a little, not gonna lie. Yeah, so here's the thing. So this is fun. This is cute. This will definitely stand out among the other Melodi Grand Prix entries and probably among anything else that gets sent to Eurovision should this go to Eurovision. I don't think it's the right move. It doesn't have, like, I think that if this is relying a little too heavily on the nostalgia factor, like, I don't think it's really, like, bringing us anything new, and if people vote for it, it's gonna be because, like, oh, it's Bobbysocks. It's Bobbysocks. I like Ladda Swinga, and not because they actually enjoy this song. Does that make any sense? I think that this is nostalgia bait, plain and simple. And there's a time and a place for that. And honestly, like in the right context, I could like this song. Like if it goes to Eurovision and is better than some of the like overproduced hyper stuff that is in some of the other national finals and all that, like I could really like it and it could be a high place for the year, but I think in context, I'm not crazy about it. So overall, this is a very wide range of choices from Norway because they have some good options, they have some bad options, they have some options that are sort of in between. And I don't think that there is one singular good option. I think there are songs that would be good Eurovision songs that I personally don't like as much, and there are songs that I like that would not make great Eurovision songs, and there are songs that are good in both ways or bad in both ways. And we will just have to wait and see what the Norwegian people decide to pick. So I will be on the edge of my seat because, again, there are good choices and there are bad choices, and some of the bad choices I feel like might also have mass appeal, and so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But thank you so much again for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, there are more reaction videos on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe. You can also leave a like and a comment on this video. That's cool too. You can also take a look on our YouTube channel for those interviews that I referenced and just other cool stuff like that. We have also interviewed with other Melodi Grand Prix artists, but like I did not personally do them. I cannot remember off the top of my head at this moment what else is in the pipeline, but there is going to be more than just those two, I swear. You can also head over to our website, www.thateurovisionsite.com, for all the latest Eurovision news, interviews, editorials, rankings, and more. You can find the website at That Eurosite on the social media site of your choice. The site also has a podcast. A lot of our interviews and discussions are going up on the podcast as audio-only versions right now, so if that is how you prefer to receive your Eurovision information, you should check it out. You can find it at That Euro Podcast on social media or at That Eurovision Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, on our website, or wherever you like to listen. Thank you so much again for watching. Bye-bye!